Hello, Rebel GMAN 3B. This is your week 6 recap. I am Rob Top, and I'm here as always with Matt.
Hello!
Hello, Matt. You
No, I
didn't
was
blast
waiting
the
for
news
you to
out this
say
week.
hello, and then we kind of just I got a bit of crosstalk there. So week 6,
Yeah, last
yeah,
week you done me.
week 6, week
Yeah,
6.
week six. Yeah. My week 6 didn't go very well, and I'm struggling down the bottom, and I'm starting to dislike my team now.
It is
Bad times
it's
for
starting to
me.
get to that
How about
part of the
yourself?
season when thoughts are coming in as the nights are getting. Well, we've not had solstice yet, but they might start getting a bit longer, and we ruminate upon our teams. I also did not have a particularly good week this week, but oof.
I'm a notoriously bad starter. I've started bad in every league, but I picked it up. But I've just got kill team after kill team now, so I think I'm done for. Yeah, but
That is not
that's
what we're here
not
to
what
talk
we're
about.
here to talk about, is
There's
it?
going to be some interesting discussion we can have as we go through this exciting, almost at the midway point of the season. And yeah, we're looking here at this is last week's
We were.
leaderboard there, so we're going to see how things shook out. Anything you want to add before we get into the matches?
Sorry, yes. Games Workshop news.
Yes.
The Underworld. What do you think?
So yeah, for those who haven't seen, like just before we started recording, they announced the new Underworld team. They're losing a Skaven Blitzer. They're losing a Skaven Thrower, and they're gaining another Lineman and a Gutter Runner. My immediate thing on looking at that was like, oh, a Gutter Runner, that's going to be quite handy. But there's been a degree of discourse because people have alluded to this particular number of players being linked more to the sprue that exists for the Skaven team rather than the actual playtesting itself. And I don't know if that's an accurate thing or if it's just the tabletop community doing tabletop community things when a new team has been announced.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't play Underworld. I've only played them a couple of times. But Games Workshop trying to cash in on something
True,
sounds about right.
but as
Not checking things out. I've heard.
But if I can say,
they do.
also, G-Dub have historically not really cared about the sprues and the boxes matching what the team can field. So, who knows? Certainly, I'm interested. I think the Gutter Run is going to be interesting. There was like another side rule that was kind of mentioned, which I don't know if it's Underworld in general or their special team. And I tried to look it up again for this, and I couldn't quite. I didn't take a screenshot, and Facebook is bad at putting posts in chronological order. But it relates to like if the team is, and this might just be the specific Underworld creepers like named Underworld team rather than across the board for everyone's. But it was something like if your score is less than your opponents, like if you're losing, you have to make like a Dauntless style roll that is affected by the score differential. And I think it was a like kickoff, and if you fail, then everyone has to make like a roll for beating each other up in the dugout. And it was something like 1 to 3 is a KO, and it's like that's quite a lot, but it sounds pretty.
Yeah,
it sounds
heavy,
pretty gnarly. I would hope that that's like a fun like Teams of Legend rule rather than Underworld in general. I think if that was across the board, that would kill Underworld. But yeah.
Well, they'd never kick off. They'd always receive first, wouldn't they? So they'd never go 1-0 down.
But
yeah.
Yes. I'll tell you what match we should be talking about, and that's this match that's Trusting God. Everyone's laughing. People won't know why Rob is laughing here, but this is like the third take I've tried to get this done. Trusting God versus the Warriors of Coney Island. It is 1490 for the Goblins and 1700 for the Chaos. Playing in the Goblins Arena, so they've got the Nuffle Altar. They have taken Bomber Dribblesnot, Fungus Saloon, a Wizard, +1 Fame, and a Bribe. So, let's see how it went. As you can see, there's a lot of inducements.
A lot of inducements.
Chaos taking the kick. Nice Blood Bowl weather to start off with. And yeah. Goblins start taking a sideline blitz there. And Fungus Loon gets taken out by an uphill block as the Chaos try and keep them penned in. As you can see, I really like the forward placement of the Troll here. As you can see, they can quite easily transition into like a scoring threat here, but it's still relatively early. But it's relatively straightforward to be able to score from there. You could do a leap, you could do a dodge, or you could fall backwards to this slot that you've opened up between this Troll and this Loony to try and just stall a little bit longer. Yeah. Oh, it's alright, he's got the reroll.
Oh!
It did!
Yeah, did it backfire? Oh, no.
It did. I can understand the stall. Like, they're down on players a little bit at this point as well.
Yeah,
we do get some... bam. Some surrounding and bashing action. So that's both of the Loons out. As you can see, there's not that many goblins left as the Chaos were able to... oh, yeah, Fanatics. Loonies are the chainsaw. Excellent. And we were able to get the ball back for the Chaos, but they've got no one to pass it to. We go 0-0 into half-time. We are able to try and get this pick-up here, but no. It is a failure. We go straight into the Goblin turn. Pa-pow! You're a fireball. You're a fireball. You're a fireball. All of them. Absolute killer fireball there.
Nice.
Getting 1 KO. Or everyone down. 2 armor pens. One of them's a KO. Yeah, gotta be happy with that. Because you've got someone who can take a look at that ball and go, I'm having that. And we all know exactly who that is.
Come back. Yeah.
Able to get all the way back as well. Oops, sure feet though. No reroll. That's exactly where you'd want to go. Like I would have been tempted to throw the ball back there with the Pogola, to be honest. But yeah, he does.
He does like to look after his Pogola.
He was able to, after some further argy-bargy around the ball, eventually bring it forward onto that left position and then get that leaping touchdown that they were attempting before. A little bit less focus on the Chaos team, but basically they were very ahead on players, and they were basically just for the counter score able to just move down. There wasn't very many people around. There was a few KO recoveries here. The Goblins only have like 1 turn to score, but they've let's see how they do. Bam! Love that piling on for the Troll.
I watched this live. I remember now. I thought I predicted 1-1 and you predicted 2-1.
That's exactly what happened.
So watching it. Sorry.
And I do forget. I always forget you can move and then throw teammate. I always thought you had to start off next turn, but it was incorrect. Boom. Ugh. And he gets the landing. I do like the defense here. Obviously, defending against the 1-turn touchdown, but not enough. A big 2-1 victory for Trusting Gob. Love to see it.
Yeah, at the time I thought, oh no, he's done me. I had to draw, and then when I looked, I know I had 2-1 and you had 1-1, so I got the 3 points for that. I was well happy, but I didn't realise at the time.
Yes, that's true. Actually, yeah. It's good for absolutely
good result.
Absolutely good result. The Chaos there were just that. I didn't spend too much time talking about their touchdown. It was absolutely exactly what they needed to do. The Goblins were running away at the end. They scored when they had.
I watched him playing Clan. Sorry to interrupt. I watched him playing Clan the very next night, and he did exactly the same thing. he said it hardly ever happens, and to do it twice in 2 days was great.
No, that's all right. Level up wise, we've got Cultist 3 Junior. We've got let's have a look at this side by side comparison of what's been happening. As you can see, no big changes to the state of the team. No big hirings and firings. Cultist 3 Junior got a level up, but it has not been applied yet. They will be waiting to see exactly what's planned. Looking at that in the future.
Have you done this for all of the teams?
Wow, it took a while.
Well done.
It will be quicker next time.
Yeah. No. Fair play, man. You are the magic.
So the
behind
Warriors
the
of
scene,
Coney
what we
Island.
always said.
Yep, no level ups there, but we can have a much better, and so you can see everything. Look there. So we did get a movement bust. Looking at that team there on Fox the Beastman, who has been replaced with a brand new Fox the Beastman, and also hiring a new cowboy. So that's just a little bit of a bench going on there. So that's good to see. And so yeah, next up was a match that you had a chance to watch.
Okay, and I watched everybody's favourite Nurgle team with the Strength 7 Beast. That's the Grimtail at 2060 against Uruk Haikus, the Orcs at 2100. So 40k difference, and he ends up with 2 babes. So the Nurgle are a little bit worried about the Orcs, you could say. So they spent a little bit of their own cash. So let's see what happens.
Getting a kick there.
Yeah, kicking off to the Orcs. And that's quite an aggressive start up. I know Nurgle are not that. Yeah, I know Nurgle are not quick, so he does manage to get the ball, work his way up the pitch quite quickly. We're on turn 3.
Kazuhito.
And that's not a great start. Is he going to Apo that? He does, and he goes to the bench. But that's an Apo gone on turn 3. And the killer in this game was outstanding. I know this isn't the one with Claw, I don't think.
Oh, no, it is.
But... oh, it is. Okay. The Nurgle just controlled this game really well. That's Strength 7 Beast. Once he's on you've had it. We know that. And the relentless fouling as well. There's a troll on the floor. Just surrounded. Yeah. Bam. And regen, is it going to work?
Skill. Oh dear.
And yeah.
That is bad.
That's bad. So he's in control of the game. That was the York drive. This is turn 7.
A lot of KOs
he's
there.
In a position to score on turn 8. Yeah, he absolutely destroyed this team. I've been thinking of taking Orcs next season, and I watch games like this, and I think,
well, they're good at low Orcs. That AV helps a lot on low TV, but once you start getting up in the divisions, all that claw is just a problem.
Yeah. I bet it don't happen that much when you get destroyed by claw, but you watch games like this, and they absolutely
just seems like they're
beaten up in this game.
Just keep going. I can see the ball there on the left-hand side of the pitch. I take it the second half was just, we've got more players. A lot of them are strength 4. We're just going to,
Yeah. And it's the relentless as well. It's just like, I'm going to just keep fouling you, even though I've got the game under wraps and you're not going to stop me.
This has been a really bloody week. We'll come into it later on, but this has been a violent week. And 2-0.
Right, I've got something to show you. So at 2-0 down, we've got a Goblin with 1 SPP needed to become a legend. Oh, will it work? Can he get that pass? We have our first G-Man Goblin that's a legend. And I just thought, there he is. Edge 5 now, which is, absolutely brilliant. And I've just shown you a couple of his statistics at the end here of just how he's got there, basically. So, as you can see, 9 MVPs and 127 matches. Wow. I know he's strength 1, but I don't think that really comes into it. Edge 5, he's landing on 2 pluses now when he gets thrown, dodging straight away through. He's going to be a hard one to stop. If the troll behaves himself, which he did buy a new troll, by the way. So as long as the troll throws him, he's pretty much getting 1 turn scores quite a lot, I would say.
So the match for this. Sorry, I'm just looking at the wrong thing. So here we go. Grimtail. In terms of they lost some people. They lost their troll. They got a level up for their goblin, which we just talked about. So let's just take a look at the overall. No perms, no level ups for Grimtail. And we just discussed that for you. For Grimtail, next week we have got, not sure why last week it put some stuff on 2 lines and it hasn't this week, possibly because the injuries. But so they're gonna be they've got Golden Goose back for the next match. They
To think they did all that damage without Golden Goose on their team as well.
As a little bit of
yeah.
TV manipulation, it looks like they have fired Shari the Deteriorator, the kind of rookie rotter, and just tightened up that TV a little bit. Which we wouldn't have noticed if it hadn't been suggested we did actual proper before and after comparison. So thank you for suggesting that, since it's quite useful. If we look at the Yorick Haikus, we can see, we've got a little bit of an issue with the formatting, but this is, as you've said, rebuying the Troll, Rocker 2, and we will.
There's questions if he is the first Goblin legend in Rebel altogether. I don't know if it got solved, but some people seem to think there was a real Goblin that was legend, and I didn't get to the bottom of it. I don't know if it was right or wrong, but congratulations, Legend Goblin is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Well done.
I think, it'll be good moving forward. So, next up was a match that I had a chance to watch, which was the Tasty Tunes versus the Sabertooth Vag. This was 1680 for the Tasty Tunes versus 1490 for the Sabres. So the Sabres had +1 fame. They also had Babes and a Wizard. So let's go and see how they went. Elves starting with the kick. A sweltering heat to start off with, which is not exactly what you want. Very quickly, the Tunes were able to set up a cage in their own half, start doing a little bit of damage, and bam, Dishonest Jack on the get-go. Not on the get-go, but as we're kind of clearing up this kind of left-hand side of the pitch, they can just get quite low down and just start beating on them. There was some early bash for the Tunes. Like on turn 1, they got like a 3-person advantage, and Elves were down to 6 players by turn 3. And so eventually they just once again just keep strangling, as we said before, and take that 1-0 victory. Just as a little bit of a demonstration exactly how things had gotten, we can see the knockouts for the. And then where we're at for even trying the foul as well, so they've got one person sent off. Like when we get to the Elves, they were able to get back. The Goblins will be able to come forward and very much hassle them in their own half, but they're able to get out, make that big throw. All you got to do is dodge away. Oof, tackle though. Still. Oh, the 1 in 9. And away it goes, and that is stunned as well, so that is just unfortunate. From there on out, it's not a particularly difficult job for the for the underworld to take that and get it. The Tree Man blitzing in, taking out that Goblin.
Yeah. So you Apo to death into a smashed hand, missing it game.
This time the Elves were able to get back around, but just passing over.
He levelled up did he level up a blitzer? Or he scored with a blitzer first of all, didn't he? And
Bam.
I can imagine he's going to do a bit of fouling when the Wood Elves are on the floor as well.
You can see there. Well, just taking that hit that they had and just going 2-0 up at this point in the match. Thrower levelling up is generally quite useful. And from there just wasn't much else to be done. It was a case of just getting the advantage in people and just getting up the pitch, stalling when you needed to, and then scoring.
He's had a rough one, hasn't he, the Wood Elf coach?
It's been an unfortunate game. Looking at the Tasty Tunes, we've got One Crep Beyond, Common Pickles, and King Kumquat who are levelling up, which we can see here. So One Crep Beyond taking tackle on top of their killer build there, which that's going to be helping. Common Pickles has gone for dodge, So that's always handy. That's a pretty experienced thrower at this point. And then for King Kumquat, who was the wrestle lineman, now got dodge. So that's a rodging lineman, which once again, not terrible. Yeah, I don't think there were any level ups for the Wood Elves. There weren't, but looking at like injuries and such, we've gone from 2 people not being present to a different 2 people not being present. Certainly moving into the next match, you've got a stronger team than you had coming into this one. It's unfortunate to lose Lothariel and Dishonest Jack, but getting Snide Mike and Elegant August back is going to be much more desirable. This was always going to be a tricky one without those 2 War Dancers. Yeah. Next up was a match you got to see.
Yeah. So I got to see Umvelt, 11-10 Zons against the Very Dead Corpses with their 1840 TV and 2 lovely wolves. So they had quite a lot to spend, obviously. They had 5 loners, a wizard, and Zara.
All right.
So let's have a look how it goes. I would say a little bit of a mismatch if the Wolves can take out Zara. And turn 1,
the Wolves take out Zara. It's not a good place to be on the floor.
Yeah.
But you've got a little bit of support there.
I was talking to him. I was talking to J-Can in the Amazon chat thing, and I was saying how good Zara should be against Necro because of stab and states and blah blah blah. And he's like, no, I think I'll go with Roxana. Safe. And Zara just gets taken out straight away. So maybe he should have protected her a little bit more, but it's what's happened. And they just get a beating again. This is just hammered, absolutely hammered. He just needs to look after his Ag 5 woman and try not to. Oh, he kept fouling the Wolves.
Yeah,
over and
that
over.
seems fairly straightforward and sensible to me. Yeah. That's dodging away.
Yeah, even
dodging away. Got the KO. Got him out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, at long
I don't think that's bad
5.
target acquisition, to be honest. I think that's fairly fair. But they were able to get through.
In this game, I think I'd have been fouling with my Agility 5 woman. Just to get off the pitch. Yeah, just trying to save her. But in a way, you're throwing away all that TV. Another foul on a zombie this time, and not too lucky on the fouls. Didn't take any bribes, considering she wanted to do all those fouls. Then maybe a bribe would have been a good choice. Yeah, and the Killer Wolf is back for the second half. So, yeah, just let the beating commence for the for the second half. Basically, as you can see, that they're really lower numbers, even though they had all those loners, and it was just. I feel like I say it every week. Just a hiding after a hiding, just relentless it was, and the Zons didn't stand a chance. This team is so hard.
I think that's a comment on the teams rather than the coaches as well, because I know these are both good coaches.
Yeah. No, it's just this. I'd love to play with this Necro team. You've got one of the best ball handlers, all that movement and agility, and you've got one of the best killers in the game. What else do you want? You've got throwaway pieces. You've got strength 4 pieces. Yeah, even the blitzers are good, and you've got a strength 4 goal. It's such a nice team. So yeah, it's one-sided. We thought it was going to be one-sided. I'm not sure if anyone backed him on the predictions. I don't think anyone did. Let's have a look at how the team looked after the game.
There were no level ups for the Amazons, and there was a level up for Family Jewels for the VDC. But certainly looking at how we're going to be set up for next week, well, they're missing the Umvelt are missing their Russell Dot. Well, one of their good linewomen actually, probably their best linewoman, and a rookie as well. Sorry, no, that was one on the left for this match, and so next week they're going to be missing. That's not too bad. They have got their good ball sacker back, so it's not too bad in terms of how things could have gone. And we will be seeing how bad things can get later on. Spoilers for VDC. It's pretty much the same, except a new zombie has been brought in just to fill out that bench for fouling a little bit, I would imagine.
I'm shocked at this league. I'm shocked that both of those balls have got to play every game. I can't believe they haven't been targeted and fouled.
We saw today that they are getting targeted and fouled. They're just able to get away from it. Regen, when it works, is very good.
Yeah. So yeah, that bit that was a rough game, and luckily the team has survived. The Zons have survived another
next
day.
Up, I'm going to be talking about the Rebel Supremacy versus the Imperishable Four. Big match. Two great coaches, two great teams. Rebel Supremacy at 1880, Imperishable Four at 1480, and which they spend on one tasty bribe, whilst the Elves get the +1 to fame. So let's see how the actual match itself panned out.
So
1880 to 1780.
1480,
Sorry, I was misreading my bad handwriting. So yeah, just the bribe.
Okay.
And yeah, ball straight to the Elven thrower, who just one-handed catch, just like it ain't no thing. And yeah, we start seeing mayhem taken out with a dirty player. We've got the ball being held at the back, and just the Khemri making a little bit of inroads towards it, putting that pressure on, and trying to trim out characters with fouls as we've seen. The pass is made, catch is made, and yeah, just able to juke around the outside there. The Khemri, of course, making some attacks against it, some inroads to just try and do it. Strength 4 makes just an opportunistic block. You might as well make it when you can. And yeah, just halfway through the first half, Rebel Supremacy. Shockingly, no one's used a wizard by this point. But okay, here we go. Now we're back after the kickoff. Immediate use to free up the ball. Elven blitzing jump, blitzing leap to clear out some space here. Just knocking down the Khemri there, and another leap to pick up that ball. They've spent a lot of time at the Kislev Circus, it seems, because they are multi-leaping to get that ball. But it's a Wizard Stadium, and we saw a counterbolt to free it up again. And the Khemri, unfortunately, Shorehand's not enough to be able to pick it up. It is not the safest position for that ball to be in. We do get the Elves blitzing a little bit of roots there. Pick up. Dodge away.
Wow.
I don't think they can get all the way there, so the election is to just... Also, who cares about tackle zones when you're Edge 5? Let's just go. This Khemri are able to just about get around in a long blitz, and that doesn't help against a blodger though. Blitzing, and once again, who cares? Who cares about tackle zones? What are they? What are tackle zones? Rob, what are tackle zones?
Just so annoying to play against.
And we do see the Khemri making their own kind of counterplay here, injuring Venom, getting broken ribs to miss the next game. As that's what was needed though, as the Khemri is able to just come through and just get that last little bit of score, a little bit of pride to be able to make the score. And yeah, next up. Have we started looping at this point? I think we have, haven't we? Nope. Oh, we are still on. I just showed perfect defence as the Khemri are able to then get set up. And yeah, the Elves doing a wee bit of damage, it seems.
Just seeing if they can score with 2 turns to go. Not many elves on the pitch.
No, there's not many elves on the pitch. We were at 7 versus 11, and then 5 versus 11 when it went to 2-1. Yeah.
That's surely going to stop him. Oh, is that Tomb Guardian in scoring range? He is. Oh, I thought he caught it then.
Alas and alack, no. Oh, and they're going for it, but the failed dodge. Oh no!
Oh.
That's 103 SPP thrower on a failed dodge.
Oh.
I was caught by surprise there because I'd forgotten that had happened in this match. Normally we'd have... I don't have your video asset for the caution disturbing scenes ahead, but that is gutting. That is gutting to lose it at that point.
Yeah. That takes so long to get someone that
going
good.
To going to the match there, it was just very, very, very unfortunate. We've got no levels up for Supremacy, and we've got no level ups for the Khemri, so we can have a look at the comparison here. Supremacy coming into this match missing a couple of linemen. The guard is potentially could have been useful, and next match is going to be missing their wrestle dodge kind of sweeper. And of course for TI4, I had to do a little bit of graphic design here to have this big gap because it had not been replaced by the time I was making these images. It's just, I think let's just have a
Thrower that died. Oh no, I thought it was a
even
blitzer.
worse.
That's even worse to Thrower, isn't it?
That was sure hands, agi up, blodge, pro, kickoff return. Hell to the Screamer, we salute you. You did not deserve to go out like that, my friend. That was effing chat. Indeed. But don't worry, I'm sure the following matches will be much less bloody. So what did you see next? Huh? Yeah, it's Europe next.
Yeah. Yeah, the Altdorf Acrobata 1740 Kislev against the 1480 Sit Down Boys, who take a Wizard, Babes, and they have a Loner. Let's see how it goes. Okay, not messing about, these two teams, both bottom half of the table, want to get some SPP, so they're not even fighting each other. They're just saying, you score, I score game. A little bit of a dodgy moment there.
Yeah, I would.
Did you go for a second go for it? Of course. Even without a reroll. So turn 4, 1-0. Left him a bit open there.
It is easy to forget.
Should have been a bit further back.
The range that Kislev has. Well, that is a movement busted blitzer. Wow, able to get and retrieve it though.
Yeah. He's
no problem.
So
bloody
no problem
hell.
at all. That's unreal, isn't it?
Is that 2+2+?
He got sacked at the back, and it's just I got that must have been a 3+, surely.
It's
I didn't check. I know it's
has been taken
out. Accurate strong arm, add 6. So where are we? So 1-1. Kislev drive. Can they make it 2-1 before half time?
He's doing capoeira. Fluoride, yeah.
Pass back to Fluoride.
Yeah.
I missed him last game.
Oof.
Yeah, so this is important, really. It's the Kislev drive. They don't want to go down on their own drive. Can only get a push, and even with dive and tackle there, I've got a feeling that that's not going to be enough. But you need to work out how to get rid of dive and tackle. There you go.
You're doing it.
Really entertaining game, actually. Just it was really hard trying to squeeze it all into 3 minutes because of all the action. As I say, they weren't beating each other up. They were just hogging that SPP between them. And I like this. Just brilliant. I just love the way that They're just so aggressive and just not caring and just doing loose cages.
Yeah, I was just thinking in
I
my
thought
head,
he was
it's
going
like,
to surf
oof.
the guy, maybe.
But they freed up the ball, and like this is really
What's
just
more
about
important?
just taking all those shots because someone's got to roll a 1 eventually. Mr.
Yeah,
No
Mr.
Reroll,
Reroll had a good game. And Mr. No Reroll, yeah, so I'll say that every week. But yeah, as you see,
just
I'm
needed
pinned in
one
on the
player
corner there.
just
And
out. Oh no!
he's got a reroll. He's got 4 of them,
enough.
actually.
3-1.
Yeah.
3 rounds
I've
for the
lost track.
sit-downs.
I'll 3-1 up. Yeah. So again, it's just I want to show more action.
Very, very nervous time to roll a 1, but yeah, Kislev get back.
Yeah. So 3-2, and it could have easily gone any way. But the elves are just really good, aren't they? You know, they're getting men forward so aggressively, especially when you get 2 forwards. You can only blitz one of them, and
Yeah,
just easy walk it in. Kislev are quite good at defending against the elves with all that diving tackle, etc. So they really played well, the elves, to
I rate Kislev as a team,
touchdowns.
and like Coach Cool is just showing that they can score with them here. Like if they, it's unfortunate about Outdoor's position in the league. I don't think they deserve to be on 0 points. I think they, if Nuffle was just, they would have picked up a few by now. But unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I didn't check the level up, so they must have got some. I've been making little notes after every game. Goalfest, elves do get a blitz kickoff, which I couldn't fit in the clips. But the Kislev managed to get the ball back. That's why I didn't include it. Harmless fun. Lord Fluoride also, he got surfed and KO'd, and he didn't come back for most of the game. So he only played a little bit at the beginning and a little bit at the end. But yeah, harmless fun game where lots of SP and some
Enzo for Outdoor
level ups, I presume.
Acrobata got a level up, and as we can see, has taken a wrestle for the catcher. So that's going to be a kind of a sweeping catcher, always useful to have. And for the sit-downs, I think it was Mr. Reroll and Ricky who got some level ups. So Mr. No Reroll. I don't think they have been applied yet, but certainly it's going to be interesting to see what happens, especially with Mr. No Reroll. That Agi up is going to make it quite interesting what he could be built as. And obviously Ricky played as is already Blodge on this catcher, so yeah, you've got some basic Blodge step that could go into there, or perhaps something a little bit spicier on a double.
That Mr. No Reroll, where he's Edge 5, I might ignore a double on that if I rolled one, and just go your standard, block, dodge. I'll probably take dodge first, and just because doubles can mess you up sometimes. You feel like you always need to use them. I've got a step 4 guard line woman on my Amazon team, and I just so wish I took blocked instead of guard. And it's she gets hit every week, which she would. She got no block. But yeah, sit down, boys. Good win.
How did you describe that? A harmless fun. Okay.
Harmless fun.
So next up is Hat Tricks versus the Proud Women. 16-6.
This ain't harmless. I'll take it.
Okay. Oh, you've not seen about it. Okay. So 1660 for the Hat Tricks versus 1700 for the Proud Women. Hat Tricks also come in with +1 fame and some babes, as you might expect. So let's take a look at this match. Yeah, Amazons get the kick to start off with, and yeah, it goes deep. This fisheye lens for some reason, and yeah, we get some initial striking from the Chorfs, knocking down there, moving forward a little bit, doing some damage on the line, but nothing too bad yet. Boom. Immediately, turn 1, let's kill Oprah Winfrey, who was a guard dodge line woman. As you can see, the Hobgoblin able to get the ball at the bottom. Down here, bam. Adon Delope. Broken neck, losing 1 point of agility. So the Chorfs have got possession, and they are moving forward. They've got a little bit of a person advantage at the moment as well. Yep, if they can just maintain... Oops. That's okay. They can just get a little bit of... Bam! Glor Giant Stomach, dead. Turn 4. As... Yeah. That's one on a dodge. Chaos Warriors clearing a bit of space as they are able to... As you know quite well, well, I've chosen just to completely outpace and go for the score there. The Amazons are taking the shot and getting a foul. Jonathan Big Bull loses 1 point of strength. Yeah, both of the apotheoses have been used by now, and the other bull was badly hurt earlier, but I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance to fit it into the clip for different reasons. There's two. Well, we'll see. Yeah, as you see, a little bit of a top down here. As you can see, there was some blistering heat as well for a small amount of time, and apparently I recorded myself moving backwards and forwards. I didn't realise I screwed that up, but here we go. As we get to the Amazons doing some bang. More damage, killing in your nuts on a blitz. As they're able to keep the ball back in their own half. The Chorfs are starting to get whittled down actually quite a bit at this point. Bam! But let's just kill Emma Watson just to even things up. Why not?
I've lost count. Is that 3 or 4?
Yeah, we'll see when we get to the end of the match, but it's a few. Like, the Amazons are getting beaten up, but with a lot of the perms. But with the sweltering heat, which turned back into sun quite easily on the next kickoff table, the Chorfs are missing a few and just able to just get completely surrounded as the Proud Women equalise just in their turn 16, giving the for a 1-1 score.
1-1 Amazons against Chorfs.
And
that's
once again, I forget. Let's look at that. That's the Chorfs.
Wow.
That's the Amazons. Like, this, considering that I play Chorfs and you play Amazons as well, we're both having issues with looking at this match. It was brutal. Yeah,
mine team ain't
balls. As we see just a little bit of last-minute hobblum. It's all over now, though. They've got a little bit of SPP, maybe. The Amazons can breathe a sigh of relief.
Turn 16 fail.
Bam! Let's just kill Yoko Ono too. Why not?
Oh, no,
it was. It was.
That's a bit below the belt, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he did strength bust one of his balls. But yeah, this was brutal. This was one of the most brutal matches I've seen in Blood Bowl. Like, hats off to both of you coaches. Like, playing through that must not have been pleasant. I mean, I guess a 1-1 is deserved considering how much. Like, although saying that, the Amazons really got through that Chaos Dwarf armor. The fact that actually a few were taken off with sunstroke, so that did help towards that second part where we were able to like just strangle what was left. But yeah, in terms of level ups, Iron back for the hat tricks and Adon for the Proud Women. So let's just have a quick look at the hat tricks. So this is Iron back who leveled up, has taken stand firm, but you can just see the brutalization that has been happening here. Jonathan Big Bull has already been replaced. This is one of the times it's most useful to see. Once again, thank you for suggesting we do these side-by-side comparisons. They take a little bit of work, but I do think they add. As you can see, Jonathan Big Bull has been replaced. These two hobgoblins here have just been taken out, and they're missing Karen the Ball, missing one of their ball handlers for the next match. Like, it could be worse, but you know, once you've got block and break tackle on the bull, they're set up. You can at that point start thinking about how you're going to use them. And to be taken down in his prime is unfortunate. If we look at the Proud Women, though, we're talking about things that are unfortunate. Yeah, just look at... There's just not enough space to put all the ones that are left. Just losing so many. Some of them quite experienced as well. It's brutal.
And he's probably going to sack. He's probably going to sack the edge busted one down the bottom there as well.
Well, would you?
Yeah,
Would you
rough
for a
game for
dirty
both of
player?
them, isn't it? Oh, you know what? I've got an edge busted line.
Well,
I'll just put
yeah.
it on
I
the
mean,
line.
we'll see. I mean,
So,
I think
yeah,
you're a long way from having a bench. So I think the temptation is going to be to keep, just because you can justify having a dirty player. You're not doing much of your dirty player other than getting them sent off. But you can also see potentially wanted to get rid of them to not get that SPP. But man, you're down quite a few. In terms of actual like good players that died for the Proud to win, there weren't that most of the experienced ones, with the exception of Emma Watson, were able to survive. But losing Emma was a bit of a blow. That wasn't edge up. That was no. You get strengths on a normal for blitzers for Amazon. Yeah, but that edge up is going to hurt. You've still got a few people around though, but yeah, the exact opposite of a nice, fun play in the park game there. Oof.
yeah. From going from harmless fun to absolutely destroying each other's teams.
Yeah, that's Blood Bowl. That's a game to finish on, and
That's
we're going to be looking
on, isn't it?
predictions now. That was week 5 that we were discussing. I don't know who did the TV for you. Thank you very much. We've gone from 1754 to 1759. Appreciate it. In terms of scores, I would have caught up on you. Alas, that Goblin score got you a very valid 3 points, and you are still 9 points ahead of me. Who else has had a good match?
Yeah, you had 1-1, so that took you from 3 down to 1, and me from 1 up to 3. So that's a 4-point swing.
Coach Cool doing okay. Mad Frog doing okay. J-Can doing okay. Brain Lord doing okay. Hellenic, nice. Kianda, just getting a couple of points there. Barzerk, Thurnlow, Logics, not Illogics, just Logics, and the Dr. Nick. The Dr. Nick falling behind a little bit, but we'll have a look at the overall thing. The Dr. Nick just 1 point ahead, still keeping the top of the predictions table there. I'm once again at the bottom, keeping the bottom worn. Once again, I just need to catch up with you. Big shout out to Dr. Nick and Barzerk, and Innovation as well. That's still pretty close. Hellenic's still up there. Oof. We did.
And we did a little prize last year, didn't we?
I need to poke Metal about it, because I believe it's been sent out, but he needs to send. I need to pay, and I do need to pay. I need to pay Metal. He has not sent it to me. I have poked him, but I need to poke him again. And we can then go to this week's predictions for week 7.
I actually spent some time this week looking at the teams and blah blah blah. I didn't notice that that last match, both of them teams got destroyed that much. It didn't show up that much. So I'm panicking a little bit.
It's a bit tricksy. We're starting off with the Warriors of Coney Island versus Sit Down Boys. I've gone 2-1 for the Warriors. I do like the Sit Down Boys. They scored a lot in this past match. But the Warriors, once again, they did lose against the Goblins here as well. But I don't know, I just think they're going to have a little bit of fire in them for this match. I think this might be a heart more than head call, to be fair.
Right. Yeah, when I struggle to pick a winner, I just chuck 1-1s in, and that's what I've
gone for 2-1, the Imperishable 4, over Sabretooth Vag. Obviously, TI4 are lacking one of their throw-rars, but I think they've still got something in the tank. They've got some big tackle pieces. And I know Carmack himself isn't particularly confident about this match, so I've gone for a 2-1.
No. we were talking earlier on Discord, and he was just saying, heads up, don't vote for me, sort of thing. And then I realised I put him down for 3-1 win, which I'm sticking with it. I still think he's going to do all right. I just see his team as being good. He's going to have some. I don't know. I think there's only 40k difference in TV value or something. But I just see him doing really well. You can't get the shit kicked out of you every week, can you? So
You
Yeah,
do.
elves do elf
Uruk
things now and
Haikus
again.
versus VDC. I've gone for VDC here because werewolves are really good against high armor teams.
Yeah, ditto.
You've gone for a
Enough
slightly
said.
higher scoreline, but I can see that. Like this is no disrespect to
Yeah.
the Uruk Haikus; they're a great
The
team,
reason
but
why, because of
VDC have
the
just shown they can just go through things like paper.
the reason I went higher, like more touchdowns, is because of the one turner goblin.
So you know what?
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
So that's why I went
Fair
3-2.
enough.
I've got a feeling that
Proud Women versus
yeah,
Trusting
yeah.
Gob. I've gone actually. I've taken a leaf out of your book. I've gone 2-1 for the Goblins. Buoyed by their success this week, and also because the Proud Women have had the crap kicked out of them, basically.
I went for Proud Women because there's no inducements. It's even TV, and I can see the Proud Women just being too good for them. You know, no bribes, no star players
Well,
for the
unless they choose to put
Goblins.
some of their own
That's a
money in.
really hard game for them, I think.
It depends who gets it. Is it exactly
True.
the same TV?
Pretty much. There's not a lot in it,
Okay.
like 10,
Well, depending
20k
on
difference, something
depending
like
on
that.
who was more, then there might be some tricks that could be played there for sure. Next up, we've got a Grimtail versus Tasty Tunes. I've gone for Grimtail. Did I? Oh, Hat Tricks versus Umvelt.
Skipped
Sorry, my
one.
mistake.
Nick.
I've gone for Hat Tricks
Yeah.
versus Umvelt. I've gone for a draw here because normally I would go Chorfs versus Amazons. I would go Chorfs every day, but I think they've lost one of their bulls. It's gone down to being a rookie. Just respecting the kicking they took a little bit in this match against the Amazons.
Yeah, I didn't realise I took kicking, and I've just gone for a Chorf win.
Yeah, it's
sorry,
it's
JKN,
unfortunate.
but
It is
it's Chorfs.
unfortunate. But it is what it is. I suspect. Now I'm looking at it. I think they're just going to be wanting revenge against them. And I suspect it's too late. We've got it locked in. I'd be tempting to change some of the results on that. But yeah, Grimtail versus Tasty Tunes. Now we can talk about that. Tentacles is quite good against teams that try and be fast and are goblins.
Yeah,
I've gone for 2-1 to Grim.
Yeah, against goblins, he can tie so many goblins up with that piece. And he's got two other tentacles and strength 5 players. Tough game, but Tasty Tunes can be quite bashy. So
cool.
yeah,
Finally,
just 1-0
Supremacy
grind,
versus Altdorf. I've gone for 3-1. Once again, apologies, Coach Cool. I am looking forward for you getting on the board for some points there. But Supremacy have just had a big win this week. I think that they're. I think they've just got the edge.
I think I've messed up on a 2-1. I've got a feeling that's going to be a really high scoring game because I think Coach Cool is just, going for it, just scoring 2 turns all the time. And when you're playing elves, they can just score straight back. So if I was doing that again, I'd go like sort of 4-3 probably or 4-2. But 2-1 it is.
Let's just take a look at the current league table. Mad Frog jumping over to the top. There's still a hell of a lot in it. That's a big win. No one's got a perfect record, but yeah, Supremacy and VDC towards the top. That's what you'd expect. Proud Women, then Grimtail. Once again, all the way down to 7th position. You're within 5 points of the top. Equal, like 4 to 7 exact same points. There's still a lot of time in it. To get somewhere within the playoffs, like all the way down to 10th, you're just 3 points away from being in playoff. When I say playoffs, I'm including Challenger Cup there. So yeah,
really impressed with Mad Frog this season. He's really
it wasn't that bad last season either.
So
but yeah,
can he
it's
keep it
certainly
up?
really coming into its own. I'm going to be very interested. There's going to be some good matches next week. And yeah, just everyone keep with it. We're coming up to the halfway point, and yeah, it's been good to see, and it's been good to stay with you. Do you have anything to add at the end there, Rob? And we will see
I'm
you.
good, so that's all from me.
Hang on.
I skipped it. That's all
We will
from me.
see
That's all,
you
folks.
on the pitch.